Okie dokie. This is another devlog for AV&V. So, this week has been primarily focused on getting UI elements set up, uh, mashes for enemies kind of set up, and some new tile set options, as well as getting some UI, including tooltips for the abilities. So, with I guess another feature including a button to lock the tooltips, there's currently an issue with it where it's not working with with anything but the final option, which is a little bit silly. I've got the turn taker is now surrounded by this little ring on the bottom, and so as it goes to other characters, it updates which one it's on. These are all done via an initiative roll that's kept on the Game Master, which I'll bring that up real quick. A lot of stuff like the work that's been done on the UI. We'll pull up the Game Master. So, with this, we have roll initiative. In this case, it's initiative site, so it's based off of the site roll of the character. So it gets from each of the allied characters their site component, and so then the skill roll function, which can be used for any skill roll, is rolled, getting the actors various skills in the form of enumerations, with integers being the dice size of each of the skills of the character. So then that gets returned after it rolls and tallies both of those, and then it is added to the output of initiative rolls, which then after it, and I'll clean this up eventually, after this it's rolled, it gets added to the initiative list, which is then used to figure out the turn taker every time a turn is ended. As it stands, I was not able to get to the setup of the enemy taking its turns differently than the player, or dealing damage. That's a little more complicated than I would have wanted it to, as we have, let's say, the power data table. I've added a little bit more to this, so that way I can specify things like the size and type of the AoE. So yeah, that's some of the main stuff. We have a new tile that was set up, both the basic cave tile and then a variant of the basic cave tile with some kind of bioluminescent mushrooms. And then if we roll this to see if it randomly decides the cave tile a few times, it's a 50-50 chance, so it should happen pretty quickly. And it happened, and I closed it. Some of the next things I'll be working on is getting it set up to where from the tile set data it loads appropriate walls and background. So yeah, we have the bioluminescent mushrooms there. The current stage is set to only height 2, but as it stands, getting closer to actually getting some gameplay in it. The bars for each of the units are the health and stamina bar. I might have to tweak the colors for stamina because right now AP is also action points is also represented by the green color. But I think that is kind of what's been going on this week. A lot's been going on with UIs. I've been trying to get that going together, along with some new VFX, like the current target ring and its pulsing, and some work with second enemy type, which you might have seen listed as an archer. An archer up here. I've also got to get this to sort backwards, since the archer is on the back here, when even though this is set to be the front. So yeah, that's been the progress that's been made this week.